Welcome back, Square Steaders. I think today we are just going to update you. I think I've got a confession and something I need to tell y'all. And we're just going to go around and see what has been happening on the farm.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer.
As y'all know, I love my coffee holders. There's the duck's pool. I love my coffee cup holders. I'm cutting my stumps real tall so I can put my coffee cup, but it's time for them to go. We have all sorts of stumps we're burning. This thing has been sitting here smoldering and smoking for 3 days now. We did that one, those two. We've got 2 more here. This guy's sitting here about smoldering for about 3 days as well. That one's completely gone, and that guy is still smoking, like I said, for about 3 days. So I'm just going to let it go. No rain in the forecast. You might have noticed on our last video that the ducks are out. They're free ranging. We're allowing them to run around. They're doing their thing. They spend a lot of time in the orchard. I call it an orchard. We got like 6 trees, but whatever. They seem to like it. They're keeping those snails and everything in check. We may end up processing some of these. I don't know. I don't know how the ducks are going. I think 9 is too many. They're leaving a little bit more of a mess than I would like to deal with. So we may take half of them. We've never processed duck or had duck. So if we don't like it, I'm sure there are plenty of friends and family that would love to have some. We have let everything go. This is watermelons. You can see these little baby watermelons, but this is completely overgrown. This little area of our roost out. Now up there you see it does pretty good. That's actually a stump. It's trying to grow back. That's my bad. But this is all getting overgrown. Once again, the ducks, they've come in, and no big deal on the cucumbers because cucumbers are done anyway. We've got a couple of random cucumbers laying out there, but ducks, every morning, this is their thing. They come in here and eat. So yeah, I think I'm going to cut back on a number of ducks. Look at her, leaving for her job. That's our eldest daughter. So bittersweet. Yeah, so I wanted to sit down and have a little talk with you. Got a little confession on our appearance on YouTube. We haven't been real regular lately, and there's a couple reasons for that. One is I've told you we're busy, and we are busy. The other reason is I don't know where y'all are going. We have lost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
1 billion, gajillion, fifillion
of subscribers over the last 4 to 5 months, and hundreds, and I don't know what's up with that. So it's kind of like being a musician and getting on stage, and every time you do something you get booed. It's kind of hard to keep going on stage. We still love to do this, and we're going to continue doing this, and I think we're going to like crash through this little barrier that's going on with YouTube. I don't know where y'all are going. I don't know what I did, but there's a lot less of you. They just don't like our stuff, I guess, and that's fine. We're going to narrow it down to our people, our tribe, our Square Steaders. That's where y'all come in. At some point, it became like a relationship with y'all, and it was, you know, we got one of those excuses like, It's not you, it's me. You know, I don't know where y'all are going, but for those of you that have stuck around and are always commenting and following us on Facebook and Instagram, and have even gone over to Steemit and DTube and BitChute, for those of you, I feel like I owe you an explanation that yes, we are busy and we have a whole lot of gears in motion on the farm, and sometimes it's really hard to pick up the camera for all of those boos, I guess, out in the crowd. There's a whole lot of you that have been applauding us, and y'all are keeping us with picking the camera back up and moving forward. It is hot, I'm sweating. Heat indexes of 100 and bleh. Anyway, we have a lot of topics we would like to talk about, and we're like, this weekend we're picking up the camera and we're recording, and then the weekend comes around like, I'm doing laundry instead because I don't want to pick up a camera. Anyway, y'all, we're going to get through this. You and me and us, we're going to get through this. We're just going to do this. We're just going to do this thing, and I promise you I'm going to try and pick this camera up more and bring this Square One Farms life to you so that you can see what we do. Anyway, enough of the negativity. Let's go look at some goats. So we strapped this haphazardly onto the fence, this little hay feeder. Now right here, you've seen this before, we have inside, this is their little makeshift house, and they can stick their head through and eat their round bow, and that's what they do. But we had an episode with one of our ladies here, so we got some really nice hay, and we're putting it in here. Of course, that's what they all want now. But this lady on the left here, she's kind of blurred out in the sun. If you can see her spine pretty well. She's kind of skinny. That's her baby to the right. But on the left there, she had an issue with worms and coccidia at the same time, and we had to go through some serious treatment, and it's actually not over. I think we're going to do Corid again here, and I don't know, we've got like 7 days left, just to treat all these ladies. They get Corid in their water, and we went through a whole rigmarole of things, but like I said, she had worms, and so she had a double dose. Been dealing with her. Everything seems to be fine. Everybody's back to happy and healthy and away from the stinky boys. Speaking of boys, let's go look at the nasties. We had a bit of a cool snap, and so we decided to temporarily fence this area in. Yes, it's all crummy. I've got some extra boards for that building. I've got some boards stacked up for from my sawmill that I cut up. But anyway, we've got them clearing this out, and they did a great job, both of them. We got some cool weather, and the big reason we moved them is because of the cool weather. That guy right there went into rut, and he stinks. But besides the stink, it's giving another layer of protection between him and the girls. So his time's coming. He has a couple more, about another month or so before we can let him go do his thing with the ladies. But for right now, we really got to keep him behind a fence, 2 layers of fence, so he doesn't go through it. And his partner in crime, forgot his partner in crime. This is Jester. This is his son. He was just born. Y'all saw him being born on one of our past videos, but he is in here clearing up all the extra foliage, and Mr. Man there is teaching him the ways of the goodness. So the turkeys are out. They've graduated into their new home. We've got 6 of them. They will be ready for dispatch the week of Thanksgiving, if everything goes right. So yay them, out on fresh grass. They got their grit, they got their feed, and they got their water. And all the bugs and grass that they can handle in one little sitting. Move them every day. The other group, look at you, Mr. Friendly. The other group of fowl that have graduated are the Freedom Rangers. This is our first time with Freedom Rangers. We're pretty excited to try them out. I'm not noticing a whole lot of differences yet. They're still pretty young. They've been out on the green grass for about a week now, but they seem to like it. They're all males, so you get to see them bow up on each other for a second and then back down and, oh look, bug. But anyway, there they are. So we have our Brahmas, and they've been our primary egg layers for a while now. And then we got these Leghorns. We got some Leghorns and Delawares. That Leghorn right there, I guess, is the dense one. But we've had them in here, and we throw their feed on top of this hay bale. They spread out. Let me back up. They spread out the hay everywhere. Random sorghum. I think that came from scratch. We didn't know what it was, so we just let it grow. Anyway, they spread out the hay, and they've done a fantastic job of breaking down this and turning this into another roost stout area for next year. But the point of this is those Leghorns. We've got Leghorns and Delawares, and I don't know, but over there by the quail, we've moved our quail all the way over there. You can see one of those. We have, I don't know, like 13 of these Leghorn things and random egg layers, and they all escape. And regardless of this netting, they go right through those holes. Now that's the size of my fist, and those chickens have no problem just walking through there. And anybody want some chickens? Because between the ducks and the free-ranging chickens, I'm stepping in poop all the time. So I think me and the chickens that I know are going to produce something worthwhile and are pooping in a very designated spot. We're just going to leave this video as is. If you like what you saw, give us a big old thumbs up. I apologize for the negativity earlier. I just thought that I owed a lot of you an explanation. But if this is your first time, you're like, this guy. If you like me, you want to see more, Jesse's coming back to the tube as well. We're getting the whole family involved. We're going to come back. Give us a subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and you'll know when we come back and are on the tubes. Anyway, y'all, myself and these chickadees, we salute you to another episode, and we'll see you on the next one.